Okay, welcome to this third part of the video. We left off, we connected our wall here for our first cut for the window. This is going to be a full section of windows here. There's a couple ways you could do this. You could have it as some sliding glass doors, or it could be a picture window. I'll let you decide in your project specifically how you want to do it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bottom in here for my windows here. So if I do my crossing again, so once again I have this whole project converted into edit poly. I can grab my edges here, and I have my windows set here to crossing so that I don't have to have them totally highlighted. Now all four of my columns from my wall are highlighted. I can right click and I can go to connect. That puts it in the middle of my project, and then I'm just going to slide this down. Visually, I want these to be kind of full wall windows. I could have them up here, but I'm going to set it there. So my space is fine. Okay. When I turn off my wireframe override, though, you'll see the walls are still solid. So now that I have this cut, I can select my polygons here, and I can cut these out. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the walls are technically hollow in there with the way that they're made, but I can cut those out. How do I close off these spaces? Okay, since my walls here are bridged, I should be able to select my polys again. I can go 1, okay, and then I can select this one, and with my tools I should be able to bridge those. Okay, so I go to bridge and I can close off all of those parts. I'll let you do that for yours. For demonstration purposes, I'm just going to do a couple here and multi-select with, let's see, with control and bridge those together. Okay, so basically I want to close up all of my gaps, if that makes sense. So what next? Let's do a floor in here. In my previous lessons, that when I've done this with my classes, there's a tool that I can download and put in here. Right now that's being blocked with the software here at the school where I work. So we're gonna simplify things, and I'm gonna turn off my view from my walls again here. And in reality, all I need for my floor space, I do want it to go through the doorways here. So I'm gonna go and grab my spline tool again. So let's go to standard primitive. Let's see here, line tool. Once again, I'm gonna make sure I turn on my snaps. Not this one, this one. And if I right click, I'm gonna have it set to vertices and endpoints. Okay, so I'm just gonna trace the inside of my building. This is gonna be for my extrusion for my floor and my ceiling. I can clone this and kind of speed things up here. So here, okay, here, this time, if I want to have the floor go through the doorway, I'm going to, I probably could have done just the outside in all things in reality here, but I think this is probably the way to go for what I want. And then close off my spline. All right, close spline, yes. So if I turn off my edge faces here, I'll do it this way just so, okay, we do not see anything yet, so I do need to convert that into a plane. I'm going to add a modifier. I could go to surface. I can go to face extrude. That works pretty good. Okay, and now I have a face. So what I'm going to do, I want two copies of this. I'm going to leave one where the floor is. I'm going to turn my walls back. No, wrong one. Those are That was another sample I was doing with the students in class. Now, so I can leave that one where it's at. I'm going to grab my move tool. I'm going to hold shift, and I'm going to clone a copy of this for my ceiling. Let me undo that real quick. I just want to grab, let's see, cancel. I just want to grab my Z here. So hold shift. Oh, you know why it's messed up here? I need to shut off my snaps. Now I should be able to just bring it up with my Z one last time. So bring this up. I can have it go all the way to the surface here. I can have it down a little bit. Some of the architectural style in the Southwest has a roof like that. So I'm just going to leave it like this. Copy, yes. I'm going to call this my roof. I should get in the habit of labeling things in my project. Now, I can grab those and I can change the color. For the floor, what I want to do then is I do want to give that a floor texture. Okay, without the tool, we can use our material editor. I'm just going to go online and I'm going to just do a Google search here. Let's see. Let's do floor material. Clip. Okay. Let's do not shopping, just images. And we could do, actually there was one that said like Blender here. Okay, so we want top view. So something like this. Map, that was the word that I was actually looking for. So floor material map. And then, yep. So any of these would work good. You can do tile, you can do laminate flooring. Find one that you like. And if you get a top view like this, this would be great. This one's not bad. So it's going to have the stock picture in there. I don't like that. I'm just going to use this texture. So save my image as, I'll just put it in my downloads for now. Wood plank is fine. And then we're going to go back in here. Remember, my floor is selected. Here's my material. I'm going to put a physical material in here. It does not want to type physical material. And then BaseColorMap, I can double click there. And we will look for BitmapLookup. Let's bring that out onto, we're having issues lately. I'll just do it here. My computer does not have enough RAM right now. Look up there. There's my, so I'm going to go to my download folder. Downloads. And maybe it didn't save as a supported file here. So let's see how this saved. Save as web page. Nope. Okay, let's just do a clip then. I'm gonna do a snipping tool. And we'll go kind of halvesies here. Because it's going to overlay this map over and over again. Save now as downloads, floor, wood, plank. Okay. Go back to the bell's gonna ring here in a second for my students, but there's my bitmap. I can attach my color and my base color, and let's apply that to my scene selection here, or drag and drop this to my scene. All right, there it is. If it does not line up, I may have to use a UVW map on there. So I can go into my modifier. Let's try this. Let's see. UVW map. There it is. And then that gives me the option of I can change the scale here. Okay. Sometimes. But I can also change the scale here. So if I bring my scale down here, this will shrink my picture and I can line that up. All right, so get it all fixed up. If you want to add doors and windows, perfect. Give me a good screenshot with your project, close off the windows, and show me how your building looks. Thanks for joining me on part 3 of this. This is going to wrap up this project. And the next part is going to be setting these up and extruding our cabinets based off of a blueprint design like this. All right, keep on modeling, and we will see you in the next one.